Are you tired of setting goals and never following through? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to build healthy habits in 2023. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Drew Hallgrimson and I'm a lifestyle content creator over on Instagram and TikTok. In today's video, I want to talk about building healthy habits in 2023 and what that looks like. But before we talk habits, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. So the first thing I want to talk about is why building healthy habits is important. Number one, it improves your overall well-being. Your well-being is divided into 8 dimensions, and the tiny habits that you do on a daily basis dictate your overall well-being. So the second point on why it's important to build healthy habits is that it helps you feel better physically, emotionally, and mentally. When you build these healthy habits, everything in your life gets better. Take the habit of exercising every day, which leads to an improvement in your mental health, which then leads to an improvement in your emotions and your ability to handle stressful situations. And the third reason on why building healthy habits is important is because you have more energy, you're more productive, and you're able to put more focus onto your goals. I can relate to this completely because I used to be someone that would leave everything to the last minute, which would lead to me feeling stressed out, which would then lead to a decrease in the quality of my work, and then that would lead to a decrease in my overall energy levels because I just felt so stressed out throughout the day. So, do you guys know what I'm getting at here? Your habits run on a feedback loop, and you can either feed yourself positive habits and get into the positive feedback loop, or you can, feed yourself bad habits. And, doing one bad habit is ultimately going to lead to another bad habit, and it's just going to compound. So what I suggest you do and what I challenge you to do is start your day with one healthy habit and just see what happens. I guarantee you that one healthy habit is going to compound into more healthy habits. If you're liking the video so far, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and I want to know down in the comments below why you guys think building healthy habits is so important. Getting into the second part of the video, which is how do you build healthy habits? And the first one is starting small. Don't try to change everything at once. Start small, build a healthy habit into your routine, and over time, it will just be ingrained in your routine and it will be second nature. You won't have to think about it or put energy into it. And I like this quote from a guy named Leo Babauta. I think I pronounced it right, but it says, "Make it so easy that you can't say no." When most people are struggling to build habits, they say things like, "I need more motivation," or "How does that guy have so much willpower?" And that is the wrong approach to building habits. There's research that shows that willpower is a muscle, and when you use it, it gets fatigued. So to solve this problem, I want you to start with a habit that is so easy to do that you don't need any motivation at all. And I want to take the example of someone who has set a goal to wake up earlier. Rather than waking up at 5 a.m., start with 6 a.m. and build it into your routine and make it so easy that it's impossible to say no. The second thing I want to talk about is being super specific on the habit that you want to implement into your daily routine. For example, instead of saying I want to exercise more, say something like I want to exercise for 30 minutes 3 days a week. By making the habit more specific, you're more likely to stick with it long term. The third thing I want to talk about is tracking your progress. Make sure that you keep track of your progress to see how far you've come, and this is going to help you stay motivated and make adjustments if needed. So the fourth thing I want you to do is get a support system. Find people that are going to hold you accountable and offer support if you need it. And an example I have of this is currently my friend and I, we set out to run more, and at the end of our run, we make sure to send each other a picture of our watches to hold each other accountable. And there's plenty more examples of having a support system in order to reach your goals, but that's just my example. The fifth thing I want to talk about when it comes to building healthy habits is learning to stack habits on top of each other. And I learned about this by reading James Clear, Atomic Habits. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it already. And I want to share an example of how I use habit stacking to wake myself up earlier in the morning. So first things first, I like to set my alarm outside of my room. This is super important because if you set your alarm beside your bed, chances are, the alarm's going to go off, you're going to hit snooze, you're going to fall back asleep. And the second habit I stack on top of the first one is just leaving a pair of clothes beside my phone in the morning so that when I wake up, I have a pair of clothes that I can jump into. And the third habit I stack on top of the second one is I just go to the bathroom and I splash some cold water on my face. So the third thing I want to talk about is examples of healthy habits in 2023. The first one is exercise. Make a commitment to exercising for a certain amount of time each week. This can be anything from working out at home, doing yoga, going outside for a walk, running. It doesn't have to be just working out at the gym. There's a lot of ways that you can exercise. And I find that this really helps me because I feel like I'm more energized, I'm more optimistic, and I'm just more productive in general. The second healthy habit that I want you to build in 2023 is just focusing on eating healthier. If you're waking up first thing in the morning and filling yourself up on simple carbohydrates, chances are that you're going to crash and you're not going to have a lot of energy throughout the day to put towards your goals. And the third healthy habit that I want you to build in 2023, and I'm sure there's a lot more, is self-care. Self-care could be anything from, going to the sauna, practicing a skincare routine, working out. Just do things that make you perform and feel the best. But overall, guys, building healthy habits is super important, and it's a work in progress. It's not going to happen overnight, but I guarantee you that if you follow some of the steps that I told you about in this video, that you're going to see healthier habits built into your routine. Building healthy habits is a process, and it's not something that happens overnight. But by focusing on small changes and being consistent, you're going to be able to build healthy habits that are going to stick from 2023 and beyond. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and we'll see you next time.